From the Newstalk ZB newsroom, this is Newsfix.
In this update, pressure is on for the US presidential candidates as they converge on a key swing state. Kamala Harris and Donald Trump are both in Michigan, which is no clear winner in current polling. The battleground state voted for Trump in 2016 and Joe Biden in 2020. Starting in Grand Rapids, Kamala Harris criticised Trump for cancelling debates and interviews because of exhaustion.
Well, if you are exhausted on the campaign trail, it raises real questions about whether you are fit for the toughest job in the world.
A teenager has been arrested over a stabbing which left a man critically ill in central Auckland. Police say they were called to Quay Street at around 1 a.m. to reports of a serious assault. A 17-year-old male was arrested at the scene and faces a charge of wounding with intent to cause grievous bodily harm. The victim remains in hospital. Police want to hear from anyone who witnessed the assault. Environmental groups remain unimpressed with the fast-track approvals bill. The bill aims to streamline decision-making for significant infrastructure projects. A report from Parliament's Environment Committee recommends a panel of experts have the final say on proposals rather than a minister. Jordan Dunn has more.
Greenpeace says the bill is even worse after the Select Committee. Executive Director Russell Norman says it doesn't change the problem of it prioritising economic criteria over environmental criteria. He says there are no safeguards and the expert panel will inevitably rubber stamp all projects proposed.
The girlfriend of former One Direction member Liam Payne says she is at a complete loss after the news of his death. Kate Cassidy is the latest to pay tribute to the 31-year-old star who fell from a hotel balcony in Buenos Aires. His former bandmates Zayn, Niall, Harry and Louis have also expressed their devastation at losing someone they called a brother. That's news. In sport, cyclist Ali Wollaston is a double world champion after storming to gold in the women's Omnium in Denmark just 24 hours after winning the elimination race. Team New Zealand may be one win away from retaining the America's Cup, but co-helmsman Peter Burling isn't celebrating just yet, saying they're only as good as their next win.
You've got to be the fastest boat in the last race, and we've got a few things we want to tidy up from our last light performances, and looking forward to going and executing them on the weekend.
The White Ferns are trying to stay grounded despite the joy of making a first global final in almost 15 years, holding out the West Indies by 8 runs in a low-scoring semi-final thriller in Sharjah. Defending world champion Max Verstappen has beaten George Russell for pole position in the sprint race at the US Grand Prix in Texas. Kiwi Liam Lawson was 15th fastest qualifying. That's sport. I'm Sandy Hodge.
For more news, listen to Newstalk ZB live on iHeartRadio.